Alright, we're going to make this morning's coffee. So, first of all, we need to have this ready. Set this up here. Get the jet boil ready to go. About right. Boil the water. Get the coffee filter out. Get a little waking the neighbors out, even though there ain't no neighbors to be waking. Black Rifle Coffee Company. Good stuff. Expensive, but and since I'm out here like this and I have really no access to without stopping to get another cup or anything else, I get the high caffeine, so I get my 1 cup in the morning and that's it. Good thing I bought another bag yesterday. Put this in my trash bag. Make sure you always pack out what you pack in. There's no trash cans out here. Try to make it as small as you can so that your trash bag doesn't get full too quick. Now we wait. Still waiting on my hands to warm up too, man. Enough in here worth keeping. Let's go ahead and drink it. And then I can get rid of the 2 water bottles too. Neither of the water bottles were full to begin with. That's why I used these 2 instead of opening a new one. Getting closer. Man, that sunrise is gorgeous. Ah, hey, while we're waiting, I'll take you out there and show you the sunrise again. That sun is bright. I don't know what that's going to do to the phone. It may make it so you can't see anything. Been hearing a lot of gunshots out here last night and this morning. There was a couple just then. Must be hunting season for something. Getting close, getting close. After I get my coffee made, I'll rearrange some stuff, and then I got to do my coolant transfer. If you haven't been in on that story, that's a hassle. So I've got coolant that pushes, once the Jeep warms up and gets hot, it'll push the coolant out of the radiator into the overflow bottle, just like it's designed to operate. It'll push it over into there. And then at night, when you shut the vehicle off and it cools down and everything starts to contract, it creates a vacuum and it pulls that fluid, or pulls that coolant back out of the overflow bottle into the radiator. Well, for some reason mine's not pulling it back in. It's pushing it out. The Jeep's not running hot. It's the temperature of the Jeep is staying just fine, but it won't pull that coolant back into the radiator when the Jeep cools down. So, as long as I'm staying cool and able to manage it, I'm not worried about it until I get home. Once I get home, then I'll have to figure out what it is. There's a number of things it can be. It could be anything from blown head gasket to radiator to who knows what. I've narrowed it down to a couple things. It could still be a head gasket. The Jeep's not running bad at all. There's no check engine lights. There's no other indication that head gasket would be the issue. But the coolant thing. So I'll have to check that. And then it could also be the radiator. I talked to a guy and he said that he's replaced a lot of radiators on these Jeeps because of that same thing. Said that the passages start to get corrosion build up in there. And while it's under pressure, there's still enough flow to keep the Jeep cool. But once it starts to cool off, there's enough restriction to keep it from pulling back through. So I don't know. Again, that's a once I get home problem. I just have to keep every morning. So I went to Walmart. I think it was where I found it. A little transfer pump where I'll stick one side of it into the overflow bottle and the other side into the radiator, and every morning before I take off I'll pump everything back over so that during the day while I'm driving it pushes it back the other direction. I've gone through, like, if I fill the radiator overflow bottle up to full, then when it pushes the coolant out of the radiator, it'll overflow that and push some of it out. If I leave it at the minimum, then it just pushes over, but I never lose coolant. So it doesn't push enough over that I have to actually add coolant. So I went through about 1.5 gallons to 1.75 gallons before I figured that out. Since I figured that out, I haven't lost any more coolant. So I'm not losing. It's just not functioning the way it's designed to function. I have to babysit it every morning. Yeah, this just takes a little bit. But man, it's good coffee. Matt Harvey, he got me onto this pour over stuff. He was telling me about how to make coffee this way. He's been doing it at the firehouse for a while, and I just always used the Keurig, and obviously couldn't bring a Keurig with me out here, so I had him teach me how to do this. And as simple as this is, and it makes really good coffee. So that's all the water. Once that all drips in, then bubbles on the gas on the inside. It's so quiet out here, I could hear the bubbles from the gas on the inside of the bottle popping. Almost done. I should have put just a little bit, not all that water that I drank, but a little bit more of it. I should have put in there. That's okay though. Alright, looks like the battery for the phone's about to be dead, so you saw how I did it. I'm going to stop the video.